Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are from class BA1195F and we are going to present about the instant noodle company, which is Maggi Berhad. But before we start our presentation, let us introduce ourselves first. My name is Siti Farahana binti RAZAK. I am from Gombak, Selangor.
My name is Muhammad Iqmal bin Mohamad and I'm from Bahau Negeri Sembilan.
My name is NIKI JANNAH and I am from Gombak, Selangor.
My name is NURUL NATASHA and I am from Kuantan, Pahang.
My name is ZETY MUNIRA and I am from Rembau Negeri Sembilan.
Okay, so introductions of instant noodles. We know in the way of for modernity of globalizations, many technologies are involved from time to time in producing something. Many technologies have been used in food production to add improvement in many aspects, including food quality and quantity, and also reduce labor costs. Result of such technology can produce fast food, as example burger, pizza, junk food, and also instant noodles. Based on our topic, what is instant noodles? What is ingredient in instant noodle? Basically, instant noodle is a semi-cooked noodle food that is dried and mixed with ingredients such as oil and other special ingredients, where it is also usually eaten after cooked or soaked in hot water for 3 to 5 minutes. Instant noodle is an important food for some community groups such as students. Instant noodles are usually prepared once with a seasoning package of various flavor, and it is often included in each package of instant noodles. Instant noodles can also be eaten raw because instant noodles are actually already cooked in the factory, and it is usually fried, allow it to be stored for a long time and prepared quickly. Instant noodles are not only popular among university students, but can also be used as an economic benchmark for country. In 2005, the total sales of instant noodles, Mama brand, the largest producer in Thailand, became stable since the East Asian financial crisis, but total sales increased by 15% in the first 7 months of 2005, which was considered a sign of economic downturn because people cannot afford to buy more expensive food, where this at the same time leads to increased sales of instant noodles. Instant noodles are a product of modern technology, where our country is able to achieve technological modernity and can go further by producing a variety of instant noodle flavors. Flavors and recipe of food in nation will be influenced and evolve on their own with this mixture of Eastern and Western eating culture. This is why there are various food concept variations such as instant noodles themselves and more.
Next, the steps taken by the factory to improve its productivity. The instant noodle factory doing a regular maintenance to maintain the same thickness and texture of the instant noodle itself. Besides, the workers also doing a final check, which means it shows that the factory concerned about the standard quality of product by implement hygiene practices before pass the product into the next stage. Moreover, the factory optimize the safety. In this video, we can see the factory require the worker to wear the PPE suit, or also called as personal protective equipment suit. This will reduce the cost of injury or accident that may happen to the workers. Furthermore, the factory also use accurate temperature to reduce any energy cost in mixing the noodle dough many times, and it also speed up the process of production instant noodle. The company also implement a job specialization in the specific area, which can see in the video. This is to ensure the production process doing well without any disruption. And lastly, the distance of machine at optimal level. It is the factory can save the wasting of uncooked noodle and also reduce the amount of rejected product.
Okay, next. This is the process flow of instant noodle being produced in factory. The first process of making instant noodle is mixing the ingredients. This is the process of mixing where the wheat flour and warm water are stirred up in the mixing machine. Normally, 400 milliliter water will be blended into the flour for 20 minutes. Then, uh, the dough will place into two spinning rollers, which from two noodles belts into a single belt. Continuous and press dough into dough sheet with rolling machine is to make the dough flattened to 1 millimeter. The noodles move between more than 4 pairs of rollers and eventually grow thinner. After the rolling process, the noodle will be splitting and form in waving parts. Any of the noodles are waved immediately. The wave shape gives space between the noodles, which stop the noodle from sticking together. Then, inside the cutting machine, it will cut and fold the noodles. The noodles are cut into 13 to 16 centimeter long and placed into a round or square shape according to the packaging. Next, for the steaming machine, the noodles are steamed for 1 to 5 minutes at 100 Celsius to make the noodles partially cooked. Then, the instant noodle will be frying either by oil frying or air drying. After frying, the noodle needs to remove the extra oil. So, the noodles travel down the assembly line to be drying at 16 Celsius and cooling to satisfy the packaging requirement. There are two fans set to cool the temperature of the noodles. After that, cooling the noodles, the instant noodles are ready for packing. For packaging, the instant noodle will pack into different packaging machine according to different package requirement. Finally, the boxes are marked for shipping and the process of making instant noodle is complete.
Next is possible holding costs. What is holding costs? Holding costs are actually costs that incurred to store inventory. They have 5 possible holding costs that bear by the company, which are rental space, employee salaries, electricity costs, and also damaged inventory. For the first one, rental space, it can be substantial if the storage system in place do not making complete use of the cubic volume of the facility. It means it necessary to rent a larger facility. The second one, employee salaries. It includes salary payable to the employee manning in the warehouse. Next, electricity costs. These are costs relating to lighting and general electricity. Then, insurance. The company should have insurance coverage for its inventory asset. And the last one is damaged inventory. The more inventories are controlled, the more harm is likely to occur.
There are several innovative new products that can be created through instant noodle. First is noodle snacks or chips. Noodle snacks or chips can be created and from through instant noodles. The process for producing this product is same as instant noodle and the shapes are the same. However, the noodles will be processed to be more thinner and the raw instant noodle will be roasted to make it crispy and easy to eat. The seasoning powder of instant noodle will be used to snack or chips. So the snacks flavor appear accordingly to instant noodle flavor as there are many varieties of instant noodle flavors such as spicy chicken, seafood, beef, vegetables and many more. Second is jumbo size noodle. Instead of normal size noodle, the company can increase the variety of noodle portion by upgrading the size. When processing the instant noodle, the workers will be instructed to increase the portion of instant noodle to make it more bigger and larger. The third is noodle crumbs. In order to make the noodle crumbs, the noodle will be crushed into a finer crumbs. Then the seasoning powder will be used to make the crumbs appears to be flavorful and savory. Its function is same as breadcrumbs, which is to make the fried food more crispy. So the noodle crumbs can be used as an additional fried food ingredients so that the fried food will be crispier and savory. The noodle crumb can be used to coat the fried chicken, fish cakes, sausages, nuggets, seafoods, and many more. Lastly is cereals. For the cereals, the instant noodle dough will not be shaped into noodle shape, but instead, the noodle dough will be cut into thin small pieces as typical size for cereal. Then it will be flavored with flavored powders such as chocolate, strawberry, nuts, honey, and green tea. Then it will be packed into a cereal box. This cereal can be eaten with milk or on its own as snacks.
So, in conclusion, over the of every people whereby instant noodle gain a greater attention for improving taste and quality. Many of people eat instant noodle for their side daily food to fill their stomach. Instant noodle market is also expected to contribute to the country economic growth for the country to continue to grow while increasing the country GDP and GNP. Although as there is the technology this day, it had widened the opportunities in instant noodle manufacturing. Many challenges and obstacles are encountered in the production of a product, especially in the production of instant noodles. Technology is still used to overcome this problem, show the importance of the use of technology in the modern world. For example, instant noodle market demand increase machine technology will be adopted to facilitate the process. Furthermore, prepare and contain its own nutrients such as carbohydrate because that instant noodle are produced. We hope there will be competition in producing instant noodle to innovate instant noodle benefit more than disadvantage and open the eyes of the peoples about the benefit of the instant noodle. Many people believe that the instant noodle should more healthier than other food. The best recommendation on manufacturing instant noodle is create a new innovation of instant noodle which is change the ingredient of instant noodle. We know that disadvantages of instant noodle more than the advantage and more harmful to people if make it as a daily meal. Company of instant noodle need to change the harmful ingredient which is tartaric acid, calcium oxide, and others to 100% oatmeal based and organic ingredient. Besides that, people or students will always consume instant noodles not exposed to kind of any disease. In addition, the instant noodle must be affordable for students because students usually did not have enough money to fulfill their needs in the campus, especially to buy instant noodles as their food. Instant noodle also need a safe packaging or antioxidant to keep freshness and avoid air leakage because expired of instant noodle is too long. It can easy student to prepare hot instant noodle just in a minute. Last recommendation, the manufacturer must improve instant noodle according to people taste. If it tastes good, it will captivate the people heart of customer and can go further by producing a variety instant noodle flavors. Just make various food concept variation by influence and evolve with mixture of Eastern and Western eating culture. Instant noodle will stick to people's hearts as a beloved food. Thank you.
Okay, that's all from our group. Thank you and have a nice day.